Okay, we'll go ahead and get started with Iga Świątek. Iga, first question from me. Welcome back to Melbourne. Can you just let us know how your preparations have been over the last couple of weeks leading into the tournament?
Yeah, I had a really solid, couple of days training here. And the tournament in Sydney for sure gave me a lot of energy. So I'm happy to be back. And it's been, I had fun.
Thank you. Questions, if you could raise your hand. Sure, we'll start up front.
Welcome to Melbourne,
Thank you.
Iga. Knowing that Naomi Osaka and Rybakina could be in your path after the draw, have you adjusted your strategy or preparation in the first week? Have you make any adjustments in your energy that you put?
I'm not looking at the draw, so thanks for the heads up. No, it's not a joke. I'm literally not doing that. So please don't spoil it for me. I want to be surprised after every match. No, because I didn't know. That's it.
Ben.
That's about a draw that already finished. I'm curious how you reflect on your 1-point slam experience, because you took out a couple of the guys, male seeds. You were like when you stepped out there and played Kaboli, it like really kicked the thing off. It felt like you were out there like full power.
Yeah.
So how was that experience for you? And like, would you do it again? Do you like the format? It's kind of chaotic, but you played at least one really great rally in it.
Yeah, I mean, with Francis, didn't have to do much. I kind of put pressure on him off the court when we were waiting. But no, I mean, it was great. I think it was so much fun. Honestly, like, everybody was watching. Also off the court, like, everybody said that they were so, like, emotional about it, It's fun. It's something new, refreshing. I think this is what tennis sometimes needs, to put the events out like that, And playing against Flavio was super fun. Honestly, I like to play against like guys. I already could do that, on some mixed doubles, but here I was kind of, I felt like I need to really push him since when he would have a chance to open the court, like I would be nowhere there. Half of the players I think took it seriously, half of them didn't. So. I was like warming up, I was ready, and I really wanted to play like a backhand cross-court rally with Frances, but didn't get a chance.
You gonna play again next year?
Yeah, I mean, if I get invited, I hope.
I think you'll get.
I think I will. Yeah.
Matt and then Catherine.
Hey, Iga. Can I ask you how much the career slam plays into your goals, your thinking, and like, was it on your mind as you were on the plane coming over here?
I think you guys are thinking more about it.
Thinking about it, because we don't
Yeah,
get to
I
see
know.
it very
Like,
much.
I can hear that. No, I mean, honestly, since the beginning of the year, there are many people like coming to me and talking to me about it. But I'm really just focusing on like day-by-day work, and this is how it's always been for me. This is how I actually was able to achieve, the success that I already have, just focusing really on grinding and match by match. Winning a Grand Slam is tough. Like, a lot of things have to come together to do that. And it's a tough tournament. So I have like no expectations. Obviously, it would be a dream come true, but this is not like my clear goal that I wake up with. I'm thinking more about how I want to play and what I want to improve like day by day.
Catherine and Jonathan.
Hi, Iga. Obviously, quite a while working with Wim now, and I remember you talking and Tim as well, talking sort of at the start of your relationship about variety and how that was a big part of your game at the start of your career, and maybe bringing a bit of that back. I wondered how you'd describe sort of your game style right at the moment in terms of that balance between aggression and variety, kind of how you see your game right now.
I think I can do both. On most of matches, it's only about the quality that you bring. So for sure, there are days where I feel like, I don't know, in defense, I can be like a wall and play everything back. But sometimes, I'm missing the easy shots or the opposite, So honestly, in tennis, it's for me hard to like describe how it is overall, I guess, because sometimes it's changing like day by day and you need to adjust to that and always be ready. I don't also want to be like sad that, I don't know, I'm an offensive player or I'm a defensive player, because honestly, if you want to be in the top, like, you need to have both. I think with the variety, is something that I still have some potential with. Like I can use more slice, I can go on the net much more. I've been doing that, more, but sometimes I'm still kind of rusty, or I'm like using more of my patterns instead of searching for something new. So for sure, Wim is encouraging me to do that. But on the other hand, it's not like we always have time to practice this stuff. So then I'm also not so sure if I should use it on the match because, usually between the tournaments you just work on something that wasn't working from your like basic game, and in the preseason you have time to try some new stuff, but still it's only like 3 weeks, so for me at least. So it's a tricky topic. Like I think if I would have like 6 months off, I would honestly learn a lot, but since I always need to like prepare for a tournament, I kind of go with what I have and just try to improve that as much as possible week by week.
Jonathan, go ahead.
There you go.
Hey.
I'm asking a few players about jet lag, and obviously we're aware of the issues you had from taking melatonin to try and combat that. I'm just kind of wondering how it's affected you this year, and what kind of techniques you've done to if it's affected you all.
But what the case?
To come over jet lag.
Oh, how it is now?
Yeah.
This year?
Yeah. When you arrive in Australia, how does it affect you now, and what strategies have you
I'm
got?
totally fine with jet lag in Australia because since I'm always coming from like dark, sometimes grey Europe in November or December, like just waking up and having sun outside, honestly, is the best cure for jet lag. So in Australia, I honestly feel always fine. I think the worst jet lag is in China, also because you're tired of the season, But the rest is fine because when we go to US, it's also easy because you just wake up earlier. So it's kind of nice, honestly, for someone like me who's waking up at like 10 or 11 to suddenly wake up at 6 a.m. and I'm happy about that. When I get home, it's tough, but I don't play tournament dance, so no one cares. I mean, I care, but the world doesn't care.
David, then Dan.
Hey, Iga, I was wondering if you got a chance to watch the sequel to the Wicked movie and what your thoughts were about it.
Yeah, I did. I think it was great. I think for someone who don't know the story of the Wizard of Oz, I think it's kind of confusing because honestly, I was with friends and one of them didn't watch the Wizard of Oz. I know. And she was like, what? So I think it was a tricky topic, like combining all the stuff that happened in the Wizard of Oz to Wicked. But I think they did a really good job. I really liked how Ariana played like this, kind of deeper moments at the end, and how you can see she's evolving, And Cynthia Erivo is, also amazing, and for sure, like, she's the one to play that lead role. And honestly, I really liked it. I really liked also that she can kind of sing with anyone on the crew, no matter like who it was. Her voice always like matched the other voice perfectly, Cynthia's, I mean. So I really enjoyed that. Next time I'm gonna watch by myself though, because my friends were like talking all the time. I couldn't focus.
Did you see the musical when you're in New York?
I didn't see it yet because I wanted to watch the movie, but I will for sure. I think in London I'll go. Yeah.
Dan and then Duane.
Hi, Iga. You set up your foundation last year. How special is that to give something back, and as a bit of a side benefit, I guess, grounding to escape a lot of the noise and the chatter around career Grand Slams and getting to number one and as such?
Well, no, that has nothing to do with it because I honestly was planning to do that for years, since 2022, literally. So I think it's also like fulfilling for me because I'm doing something off the court that actually can help others, and like that matters. I think since I started earning like big money, I honestly was kind of confused because happy obviously, but confused in a way that it wasn't like that always. It's not like we always had money for me to continue. So I know what kind of trouble can like a young athlete face, and I just wanted to use my resources both financially and also, you know, in terms of the experience of my team to help them maybe go over some obstacles, because I think, you know, we are I mean, not the biggest obviously, but pretty big country, but we could have more you know, great athletes. I think at some point most of them face some obstacles they can't really like hoop over. So hopefully, you know, this will also give some example to other people that we should invest more like private money in sports, because in Poland it's pretty hard to get sponsor or like someone has to be really passionate, I guess, to help. But it's not like tennis is such a popular sport. So yeah. Also in many sports like track and field, literally athletes need to, you know, work besides doing their athlete stuff to live. So I think it could be a bit better, because being an athlete it's a tough job. Also, it gives a lot to other people. Like it's inspiring for other people. So so I wish they could just focus on that and be the GOATs in their areas.
Okay, last two questions in English, Jumani and then Carol.
Hey, Iga.
Hey.
I was just curious about how you digested the United Cup. Obviously, I imagine it was a great feeling to win a title for Poland, but also it must have felt different to be really happy about the result, but maybe feel like you could have done better personally. So yeah, just curious about how you like evaluated that, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, for sure, you know, losing singles is always not a good feeling. But on the other hand, I also had United Cup where I won all the singles and we still lost. So I was really trying just, you know, to appreciate the moment and have the opportunity to like be happy with the title, because at the end, this is a team event. And also, you know, what happened off the court, like having good atmosphere and like having good bond, you know, between the players is a big part of that. So at least I just told myself that maybe I could contribute a little bit with that if I didn't get the points by playing tennis. So yeah, I was really happy about it. I honestly had a lot of fun. Last time I had this fun after winning was after Wimbledon, so it's been some time, and I think, you know, it's a great thing for Polish tennis, and hopefully it's going to be remembered.
Last English question, Carol.
Hi, Iga. Just looking at these matches you've played so far this year, I'm just wondering what's your assessment of where your game is at the moment of starting this Australian Open. Are you satisfied? Have you identified what needs to be fixed, quote unquote?
Well, the Sydney matches weren't like the smoothest ones. It wasn't like an easy start. So I think I still need to, you know, I don't know, work on some stuff, and I could play better. That's what I want to say, I guess. But overall, I think, you know, it's also going to be about the mentality, and if I'm going to be able to go on court and just enjoy playing and to give this extra energy, kind of not something I can like describe, but, you know, just bring the intensity and be there every point and not really care, you know, if I'm going to make some mistakes or something will not work. Just, you know, go forward and try to push, you know. So I'm working on all of this stuff, and hopefully, yeah, it's gonna be fine. But I wouldn't say, you know, I played my best game in Sydney.